Women of Reddit, what is something men do that they think is sexy or attractive, but really isn't? Drive really fast and recklessly. I would like to get home in one piece. This. Let my boyfriend drive my car and holy sh. If you wanna F your car up, be my guest. But don't drive like a dick in my car. Also stop tailgating people on the highway. Just pass them. Almost got into an accident because he felt like he needed to tailgate a truck going 110 km/h. The Tinder squint, which they think makes them look like a moody lead singer on an album cover, when it actually makes them look like Renee Zellweger smelled a fart. Trying to show how alpha they are by treating other people like sh. No Trent, being a dick isn't sexy, and you look pathetic. Explaining that they're great at sex. Show, don't tell. Talking about how they can take down someone. Okay, you do that. Dated a guy once who took the masculine thing too far. I couldn't call him cute without him flipping out. He wouldn't ever call anything cute either. Wouldn't even run his hands through my hair because it was too girly. Guy I'm with now falls asleep playing with my hair, and it is heaven. I once overheard someone use the phrase, "He is the kind of guy who won't wash his a-hole because he thinks it would make him gay." I feel like it fits the person you're describing. My favorite I've overheard is, "He's so homophobic he'll eat a banana sideways." Sending dick pics. Unsolicited dick pics make you a shitty person. In my book, it's not any different than flashing someone on the bus without their consent. It's creepy and unwanted, and you shouldn't do it. I think pretty much everyone, other than people who send unsolicited dick pics, have the same opinion. LMAO. I feel really secure knowing no one said, show off their $2,000 gaming rig, describe their intense passion for Magic the Gathering, or explain the complexities of the D&D campaign they're DMing. I apologize for any moisture accumulation I may have caused. I'm a dude and I'm soaked. Bragging about how many women they've slept with, because they are good in bed, and their crazy times with the boys, partying, drinking, etc. I had an ex that would put on his sultry voice and tell me it's time for bed. It really came out sounding creepy and not a bit romantic. Physically, we had good times, but I had to cringe past his verbal intro. Bragging about things that they shouldn't brag about to make themselves seem more manly. For example, not caring about their hygiene or skincare, not knowing how to look after a child, not knowing how to cook, not wanting to clean up after themselves or clean a house, not wanting to read books to better themselves or trying new things, etc. etc. Even worse when they shame other men for it. Trying to prove that they are smarter than me. Dude, I want to be able to have a normal conversation with you. Stop interrupting me and actually listen for a second. You might recognize that I too have something interesting to contribute to the conversation. Some boys think being loud and destructive is somehow cool and attractive, especially when drunk. They don't realize it makes normal men and women look down on them, like they're some kind of subhuman chimp-minded chimera of disappointment. On dating websites, post photos of them posing with at least 8 scantily clad women who work at the tropical resort that the guy is staying at. See what girls I can pay to stick around me. Be thankful I might bone you. I hate when guys brag about having some clout on social media. I do not care how many followers you have, I care about you as a person. Order my food for me, not in a cute, I know what she wants kind of way, but a dominant a-hole kind of way. I once was taken on a date. He insisted on driving and drove like a jackass there and back, blasted the same T-Pain song over and over. Then as we proceeded to order, he ordered everything for me, from the water to my horrible salad. I still paid half the bill. One of the worst dates ever. 0 out of 10 would recommend dating this guy. I am an internet celebrity influencer. I have 100k karma on Reddit. Bragging about how expensive their house, car, boat, etc. is or how much money they make. It's great to share your passions and talk about your job, but if all you're interested in is material items and money, I'm immediately turned off. The whole soft boy demeanor. Wow, you read, listen to Arctic Monkeys and the Smiths, drink your coffee black, know the basics of acoustic guitar or bass, smoke cigarettes and weed, drink whiskey, write poetry and are too broken and detached to ever truly love anybody after that one time you got your heart broken when you were 17? Amazing. Now get out of my DMs talking about that glimmer in my eye and smirk and my smile that made you know there was something about me, or even how we can be Rex together, or play the big talk about being too broken to love but claim to have fallen in love with me after like 2 weeks of sparse conversations where you spout fake deep bullsh. Crazy, but to this day, a lot of guys think being excessively persistent is the way to get a girl. As soon as I've said no, or told you I have a boyfriend, it should be the end of it. If I was interested, I wouldn't have rejected you in the first place. Going into great detail about all the things they're going to do when they get you in bed, and then doing exactly zero of those things. Don't bring me into the bedroom, thinking I'm getting an evening of kink and pleasure, when the reality is 10 seconds of jackhammer sex that's only enjoyable for you. Bragging about dick size. It's the motion of the ocean, my friend. Bragging about a big dick is like bragging about your trust fund. Your only worthwhile personal attribute is something your parents gave you. Compare me to other girls in a way that's supposed to make me feel special, but is actually just demeaning to every other woman on the planet. Things like, most women only want chads who will treat them like I'm happy you're not like that. Or other females are plastic bimbo witches who are only out for money. I'm happy you're not a gold digger. Say that enough and I start hearing, I hate women, but I'm nice to you because I think you're effable. Talking about fights they've gotten in. Saying how bad they wanna beat another guy's ass. Saying I could kill that guy or other belligerent things. I do not care if you punch things. I do not care if you can overpower other men. I do not care if you are capable of killing people. Just be a good person and make good choices. Your pissing contests do not interest me. Dudes who can grow a nice beard, but shave the upper lip hair off and wear Oakley sunglasses. Please stop. If you have to constantly tell people how big of a deal you are, you're not a big deal. Also, don't be a jerk to the staff. Putting on extremely tight jeans, just to sag them almost past the balls. I had a guy ask me if I liked having his hands around my waist. Yes, waist. All I could picture was him holding poop in his hands. If it was an isolated incident, it wouldn't have been so bad, but he was really bad at spelling, and not for a lack of education. That's a turn off for me. Wearing way too much cologne. Throwing weights around and making general gorilla-like noises at the gym, then looking around to see who noticed him pick up something heavy, and throw it back down in the same spot. Dude, you're tall and obnoxious. Just stop.